Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a calm, resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of worry, stress, or tension to feel like it's leaving your body in your outward breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, notice how any tension around your eyebrows, eyelids, around your eyes, that tension is melting away, diluting into nothingness. As you feel your eyelids getting heavier and heavier, more and more deeply relaxed, a wonderful wave of relaxation going from the top of your head all the way down. As you begin to feel more relaxed, notice the breathing is slowing down, shifting from the nostrils down to the throat, the windpipe, and notice you're activating the diaphragm. Those deep, long breaths, really breathing out, enabling you to feel a wonderful feeling of drowsiness. I want you to remember the last time you had a really long, enjoyable yawn. The kind of yawn that you want to stretch. The kind of yawn that, as you breathe out, just creates a wonderful feeling of relaxation. That's it. And as you release that tension, I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that your physical body is remaining exactly where it is, but your imagination is traveling. I want you to imagine seeing a picture of a particular location in Patagonia. I want you to imagine seeing a picture, perhaps, of a lake surrounded by mountains. In the Torres del Paine National Park. There in Chile. There in Patagonia. A wonderful place of nature. And as you look into the picture, I want you to imagine stepping into the picture. That you're wearing whatever warm clothing is needed. And I want you to imagine time shifts forwards or backwards until you're seeing a sunrise right there with the pink hues hitting the clouds. And maybe you can see the reflection of the mountains in the still water of the lake beneath. Breathe in and breathe out and feel perhaps the coolness of the air going into your lungs. And feel a wonderful feeling of tranquility, of calmness. A wonderful feeling that you are tapping into the power of your imagination to experience a wonderful feeling of adventure just within your imagination. I want you to imagine that for a long time now, you've been holding on to a belief that is no longer serving you. You can think of it as a belief that has a rule, that in order to feel good enough, you have to be a certain weight. I want you to feel this belief like it's mud on your skin. I want you to imagine there's no one else around here in this picturesque sunrise over a still lake. And I want you to imagine you start to walk into the lake, feeling it's about time to wash off this old belief, a ridiculous belief that in order to feel good enough, you have to be a certain weight. But if that belief was true, isn't it possible just to have an arm or a leg amputated, suddenly you're the ideal weight, and then you're good enough? I want you to think of the ridiculousness that your self-worth is somehow related not to all of the other variables in your life, but simply to your weight. Look down on your arms and your legs and see all that mud clinging to your skin, and knowing that it's been clinging there for a long time. And if your unconscious is ready to let go of this belief that's simply been holding you back and making you feel bad, let me know by nodding your head. Which is now why it's time to walk into this still lake at sunrise. And maybe the water is cool, but feel a sense of invigoration and refreshment as you wash off that old belief. Wash off all of that mud. And when you feel that all the mud is removed, that you feel completely clean, invigorated, refreshed, let me know by nodding your head. That's it, and it's time to leave the lake. But I want you to leave the lake feeling like you're brand new. That your sense of self-worth doesn't come from your weight. It comes from you recognizing that you're valuable in so many different ways. Perhaps it's your thoughtfulness, your work ethic, your accomplishments so far, maybe a sense of spontaneity, adventure, or fun. But as you start evaluating that in so many areas of your life, you are exceeding the levels that at one point you would ever imagine to be, you start to update a belief to feel that you are always worthy, always will be, always have been, and that the only thing that changes are the opinions of other people. I want you to feel like you've left the lake now, and the sunrise is now rising, and feel the warmth of that sun in Patagonia warming up your skin. And I want you to imagine that your self-worth right now is solar powered, and the bright sun in the blue sky is recharging feelings of self-worth as you open your mind to new ways of thinking that mean perhaps it's ready for a new chapter in your life. I want you to imagine yourself radiating confidence, knowing that you are inherently worthy and deserving of love. I want you to find that place deep down in your core where you believe deeply that you are more than good enough to start dating. right at this very moment. I want you to embrace the knowledge that your value in a relationship extends far beyond physical appearance. You already see yourself as someone full of thoughtfulness. And I want you to imagine that your kindness is a beacon that attracts the right kind of person for you. That you can feel proud of your work ethic, a testament to your dedication and strength. In a world of lazy people, feel that your worthiness is linked to powerful, empowering choices that you make. As you acknowledge your financial independence as a sign of your responsibility, your capability, as evidence of your worthiness. Look around the picturesque lake and national park in Patagonia and acknowledge your adventurous spirit, making you an exciting and desirable partner. As you think back to taking a dip in a lake, experience the joy of being fun and spontaneous, qualities that make you uniquely attractive. Breathe in and breathe out that Chilean air and take a moment to celebrate your accomplishments and achievements, recognizing your own worth. As you understand that your sense of self is rooted within you, not in the opinions or actions of others. And whether a relationship ends or you're just seeing someone and that ends, you feel empowered by the thought that it is truly their loss, not yours. Trust that you bring unique and valuable qualities to a relationship, making you a wonderful and desirable partner. You weren't planning on dating now anyway, so every date has the upside but without the downside. If it doesn't go to plan, you become more resilient. If it does, you boost your confidence even more. Notice that you've already started to let go of any doubts and fears, replacing them with ever-growing self-confidence. Remind yourself that thoughtfulness and empathy are key qualities that make you stand out. And you're able to acknowledge that your journey and experiences have shaped you into a strong, desirable individual. Breathe in and breathe out and start walking around that lake. And feel secure in the knowledge that your worth is not measured by others' perceptions. Believe that for the right person, you are a catch. A treasure waiting to be discovered, not by anyone, but by the right person. Embrace the notion that every step you take in dating is a step towards finding the right fit. Not every date will be the right fit. Either person can decide it's not worth their while to continue. That's not rejection, just a sign that this isn't the right person for you, or you're not the right person for them. And if you're not the right person for them, then they were never the right person for you. Know that being authentic and true to yourself is the most attractive quality you can offer. And feel a wonderful sense of pride in your ability to be independent and self-sufficient. That you can want to be in a relationship, but not need to be in a relationship. I want you to see that future, a future where you are loved and cherished for exactly who you are, while understanding that being adventurous and open-minded makes you a magnet for positive experiences and the right person. You have the ability to have fun and enjoy life, and it's a major part of what makes you attractive. Appreciate that your resilience in the face of challenges makes you not just desirable but strong and dependable. As you hold on to the empowering belief that you are already more than enough, and that the right person would be lucky to have you in their life. As you breathe in and breathe out, get a growing sense. You don't need to lose weight to be worthy. You can just choose to lose weight by making great choices. And the resistance of the past has melted away, washed off in the crystal clear waters of a picturesque lake in Patagonia. If your unconscious feels ready and worthy to take positive steps forward in your life, let me know by nodding your head. And as you hold on to that thought, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel like you're now returning through the photo back to reality as you wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, feeling connected right here and now in the present moment. And very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will feel that something has shifted and changed. That you're not waiting for the right time anymore, that right now is the right time to move forward. To take the setbacks and challenges to strengthen your resilience and all the wonderful experiences to enable you to feel even more confident and happy than you ever thought possible, starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.